to Moca's Nola Bells and Bows, where the love runs deep, the fam stays strong, and the bells, they always ring for us.
We the bells and we hold it down, yeah. Real ones only, we don't mess around. All love, no cap, no clout to chase, just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, Moca got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role, just show a real and you already home. Pull up to the bells and bows like a Sunday seed. Got peace in the room and the vibe on beat. No drama, no mess, just minds that meet. Introduce yourself in the chat and the mods gon' greet. Real talk, we got brothers and sisters here. Ain't no fake love, every heart sincere. We've been through storms, but the skies stay clear. Loyalty live, that's the chant you hear. Woo! No chaos in the comment section, just bells with a bond and a bold connection. Safe space, strong face, deep reflection. Mocha, don't fold, that's pure protection. If you ever felt unheard, misunderstood, pull up in the chat, we treat you good. Ain't gotta be loud, just gotta be true. Mocha got the light and we shine with you. Not a panel of pain, it's a platform of pride. Everybody got space and we don't divide. You loyal, you love, that's how we ride. Got a bell and a bow in the name, but a tribe world. From the mods to the lurkers and folks on rewatch. Every tap, every like, we feel it alive. Mocha ain't just a name, it's a vibe you caught. No la bell, no la boast, that's a family, not a thought. Bring it loud, we the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, we do. Real ones only, we don't mess around. Real talk, all love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, Mocha got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role to show a real and you already home. Mocha said that to every bell in the space. Whether you typing, watching, or just vibing, you are this family. And over here, we don't fold, we ring. Ooh.
Welcome to Moca, no love bells. Hit that like button, you might break the scale. If you can't join the membership, still ride for free, 99. Yeah, we lit in here. Comments popping, energy rocking, we all shine. We have a stay. We have a stay. Turn it up, we in the south with style and grace. Mocha got 'em talking, can't nobody take a place. Nah, from the bayou to the block, we drop truth, not tea. You ain't gotta pay the vibe, hit that like for free. Every panel on fire, every topic gon' trend. If you ain't a member yet, you still a friend, amen. Got love for the real, was no time for the mess. We keep it authentic, that's no la bells at its best. Welcome to Moca, no la bells, where the truth ring loud like church bells. Like, comment, subscribe, ring 99 if you ride. We don't fake the vibe, we gon' live, we outside. Welcome to Moca, no la bells, where the truth ring loud like church bells. Like, comment, subscribe, ring 99 if you ride. We don't fake the vibe, we gon' live, we outside. It's Mocha and the crew, we the talk of the streets. Bring the real back to YouTube, no scripts, no beats. We laugh, we drag, we educate too. All the bells in the chat know how we do. So tap in, lean back, sip your drink real slow. Let the haters keep watching, we steal the show. From Mocha to Nola, we hold it down steady. Platinum plus approved, that girl stay ready. Welcome to Moca, na bells. Welcome to Moca, na bells. Welcome to Moca, no love bells, where the truth ring loud like church bells. Like, comment, subscribe, free 99 if you ride. We don't fake the vibe, we gon' live, we outside. Welcome to Moca, no love bells, where the truth ring loud like church bells. Like, comment, subscribe, free 99 if you ride. We don't fake the vibe, we gon' live, we outside. From the panel to the people, it's pure real talk. She ain't following a trend, she lead her own walk. No cameras, my mic check with no lights on blast. But every episode hit like first class. We ain't gossiping, we testifying, keep it bold. Every story got a lesson that need to be told. So hit that bell, join the ride in style. Welcome to Moca, stick around for a while.
Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another live stream. Indeed, it's good to see each and every one of you as always. And before I say anything, y'all, let me just apologize for not coming on live stream on yesterday. As some of you may know, this upcoming week, my birthday coming up on Tuesday. So I was surprised with the family outing on yesterday. So I wasn't able to make it on live on yesterday. Therefore, here I am today. So welcome, everyone. Welcome. Cynthia Harmon, thank you for supporting the channel, my love. Welcome, everyone. Child, when I saw what I saw, let me just say that. I'm looking and I'm like, hold up, Detroit, hold up. Because I'm looking at, this done hit the YouTube streets. And it made me sit back and say, well, wait a minute. And I don't mean just a little wait a minute. Not a little wait a minute, but the kind that make you stop doing what you're doing, lean back and look and start replaying everything you heard in your mind. Because the chatter floating around right now is that Shannon may have gotten the kids back from CPS. Now, one thing Moca knows is we have to first consider the source. That's number one for me. Now, y'all know when I heard that, my mind went to several things. First, it went to the source. Then it went to the courtroom, to that baby's testimony, because that testimony was heard in open court. In open court. So something is wrong with the system. Something is wrong with everybody. If they ignored that baby's testimony and said, okay, we're going to give her back to her mama. And if that's the case, and I'm not going to even go as far as saying that that's the case right now. All I'm going to say is something like that. Just hearing that testimony in itself, baby, that ain't something that people like you, me, or anybody else is just going to shrug our shoulders about and move on. Not at all. We're here to talk about it. Because when children speak up like that, everybody's supposed to pay attention. Everybody's supposed to listen. And people like you and me, we're going to start asking questions. Most importantly, about the adults that's around these children. Not only the adults that's around these children, we are also going to put ourselves in positions to ask questions about that very system that's supposedly giving them back, that didn't protect them, that failed them. So, baby, let me tell y'all something. When I heard the chatter, and that's what I'm going to call it, the chatter. When I heard the chatter, that CPS may have returned those children back to Shannon. Boo Banger, Boo Banger. Thank you for becoming a member, my love. I appreciate that so much. So when I heard the chatter that CPS may have returned those children back to Shannon, I'm saying to myself, okay, that shit is true. Baby, we got a whole lot of questions. Whole lot of questions. And tonight we're going to ask them. We're going to talk about it. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. Because the biggest question that Moca has is, how does that happen? After the testimony we all heard. How does a situation go from courtroom testimony to the possibility of these children being placed right back into the same damn house that raised concerns in the first place? See, because when in Moca's mind, when children speak up about abuse, The expectation from people like you and people like me, the expectation is protection. So tonight, no labels and no labos, we're going to talk about it. We will most definitely talk about it because this is what we do. So before we move a step further, I'm going to do what we do. I'm going to welcome each and every one of you back to the porch this evening. As you all know, I'm me. I'm Moca. And I stand on purpose over popularity all day long. And I welcome each and every one of you here on this beautiful Sunday evening. And I hope you all have adjusted your clocks. Make sure you hit the like button for your girl. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. We have conversations here. We're family. Share out the live if you can. I would appreciate that so very much. And don't forget the emojis to the right. I would truly appreciate it if you all just tap those emojis. Let YouTube know that we're outside. We are definitely outside tonight. So guys, I want you to get comfortable. Grab your drink and your snacks, whatever it is that you feel you must do. Because tonight we have some things to talk about. And before I get into saying anything like y'all know Moca do, I just want to throw this little disclaimer out there. Y'all know everything we talk about in here is commentary and our discussion based on publicly discussed information. And that's what we're doing. We're simply asking questions. And as a community, as a people, we're here to talk about it. And now before we get started, go ahead, y'all. Get comfortable and make sure y'all tap that like button because tonight the porch light is definitely on. It's on. Now, whether that information is confirmed or not, Moca don't know. But again, like Moca said, we're going to consider the source. We're going to consider the source because we've been down that road before and we know how that works out. We know how that plays out. I see y'all filling up in this chat and I love it. I love it. I love it. Welcome, guys. And again, happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Erica Red, my beautiful sister, I see you, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wendy, welcome, baby. My beautiful sister Charlotte's Web is here. Welcome, sis, and happy Sunday to you. Tiffany Speed, welcome, my love. She says, I'm so happy to be here. I enjoy listening to you because you most definitely keep it real and always telling it like it is. Thank you so very much, my love. Delindria, welcome, my love. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So happy to see you here this evening, my love. And prayers to you. Prayers to you just for tuning in. Delindra said she had a stroke, but she still tunes in. Delindra, we thank you, my love. We thank you. And I extend prayers to you, baby, because I know what it is. I say it each and every day. You know, I don't have a normal life. I take care of 2 aging parents each and every day. God pricked my heart and said, Moca, retire. I retired from my job early because of my aging parents and their failing health. And my mom, she's had a stroke. So, sweetheart, my prayers are with you because I know every day is not an easy one. Every day is not an easy one. I'm going to keep you in my prayer, Derlindra. Boo Banger, my love, I see you, baby. I see you. I see you. Welcome, love. Welcome, 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 and happy Sunday to you. I see y'all in this chat, and I'm so excited about it. Gorgeous, gorgeous sunshine. I see you, baby. Simone, Lady D, Kenyatta Marie, Tanya, my girl, Pretty Wings. I see you. My girl Samantha's up in here. Hey, baby. My beautiful sister Tony is up in here. Kenyatta Howard, welcome, my love. Shout out to the hardest working mods on this side of YouTube. Wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. I see y'all. Cynthia Harmon, welcome. Charlotte Stewart, Big Mama, No Nonsense. I see you guys. Cynthia Garris, welcome, my love. Essie, I see you. I see you. Pretty Wings. Oh, I see you guys are up in. My beautiful sister April Webster, I see you, my love. Essie, Roslyn, I see each and every one of you. Yakia, hey, beautiful. Happy Sunday, my love. Natasha, my girl, is up in here. Natasha said Detroit don't give a fuck about the kids. And it shows. It's shameful. And it's sad. Kamisha, welcome, baby. Happy Sunday. She says, happy birthday, Mocha. My birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Pisces twin. My birthday is on Tuesday. It's on Tuesday. Leanne, I see you, my love. Boo Banger says, I don't know why all these years I just discussed. I wasn't a member. Oh, no. Because, I'm definitely a Nola Bell. Absolutely. Pretty Wing says, let's not forget that the video of a child or children on tape, the video that had to be kept in a safe and only viewed in the office, that one, Pretty Wings. But why? But why? 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 We are not doing this. Peaches, my love. Thank you for supporting your channel, beautiful. Kenyatta Howard said, Mocha is like Janiah's testimony never happened. That was a waste of time. Kids' voice don't matter in Detroit or something. Girl, look. Let me say this, and I love reading y'all comments because, you know, we're all in this together. We all love and care for all these children. Let me say this. You're absolutely right. But first, we have to be mindful and consider the source. Consider the source. So was this just another something that they threw out there for attention? Because we know they do that often. They do that often. You know? So we're going to have to do what we do always and wait and see. Mary Spinks, I see you, my love. I see Chucky. Welcome. Happy Sunday to you. Caller Henry, I see you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. LaConga, my girl. Hey, boo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Gemini, I see you, baby. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Kamisha said there's no way that Shannon should be allowed to have a cat, a dog, a monkey, a roach to take care of. This is insane. She don't need no kids. She needs to join Jarvis behind bars. Kamisha, baby, I feel you. And I'm definitely there with you. And just like Shannon don't deserve a cat, a dog, a monkey, or a roach, neither does Annette. Because they're one of the same. Neither does Marquita. Now that makes them three of the same. We're not doing this. We're definitely not doing this. Now, whether that information, like I said, is confirmed or not, the reason we are all out here reacting so strongly is because of what was said in court. That testimony was not one to be ignored. Absolutely is not. Because when children speak up about abuse, that shit ain't something that we take lightly, because we all know how hard it is for a child, any child, to come forward and say something like that. So when people hear chatter, and that's what I'm going to call it, Roxy, chatter, baby, because that's what you're good for. When people hear shit like that, that the same system that was meant to protect these children might be the same system that sends them right back into that dangerous environment, we have a problem. We have a serious problem. As you all sit on the porch, as you all come in on the porch, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me ask you all something. I gotta ask it. Because CPS has been into the limelight. CPS has been in the limelight just a little too much for my liking. Do y'all think CPS actually, the system in a whole, not just Detroit, y'all, not just Detroit, do y'all think CPS systems actually protect children? I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts about CPS systems all across the United States of this good old America. Because it ain't just happening in Detroit. My beautiful sister Rashina, I see you, boo. Oh, thank you all for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you so very much, my beautiful sister Deidre. I see you, mama. I see you. Bubanga says, I know damn well them kids wasn't returned like how? Like why? This shit is sad. If it happened to NaZiyah, it's just a matter of time before it happens to another one of them babies. Absolutely, Bubanga. And Bubanga, that's why I'm on the fence. I'm not actually buying the notion or falling into the story that these kids have been returned. But we're going to talk about it because it's out there. Look, Congress says, happy birthday, Moca. Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. Thank you, Erica Red. Lady D. Oh, I see all y'all. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all. Lady D said CPS should never return those kids to any one of them devils. Lady D, I'm with you. And you know why? They don't qualify. They don't qualify to be a sister. They don't qualify to be a cousin. They don't even have qualifications to be a decent human being. So how do you give that? How do you get that to watch over children? Bubanga said those children should have been taken and not to be returned to this monster warehouse. Damn, Bubanga. That's a good. Thank you, Charlotte Stewart, for supporting the channel, my love. Bubanga said those children should never be returned to the monster warehouse. Nothing good will come out of this. Bubanga, let's just hope that was another attention-seeking moment. Lady D said the only person who would know this is Debo. My girl Marty, hey, boo. Welcome, 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 my love. Thank you so much, Sister Charlotte's Web. Thank you. Hello, beautiful. She says, hello, Mocha, birthday blessings and love, Nola Bells. Marika Tay, welcome, welcome, welcome. I recognize that thumbnail. You changed your name. Kenyatta Howard says, what the hell? CPSC and Shannon could do right by these kids. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. My girl Tony says, Mocha, how in the hell did they give those children back to that family? Tony, we don't know. We don't know. We got to ask, is that really true? But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Spicy, I see you, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome to everybody that's in the chat. Kim says, how can the kids be returned to Shannon and they were endangered? And kids come up missing. That's the part that's hard to understand, Kim. Because just like we know that kids came up missing. Right now, the world knows that kids came up missing. And shouldn't CPS know that kids came up missing? Doesn't Kim Worthy know that kids came up missing? Because all she did was took one and replaced one. So, just like she knows. Get the hell out of here. Essie said, could it be another distraction coming? Essie. That's where I am. That's where I am. She's been distracting and distracting and distracting, Essie. And it's okay. Because for all the distractions that she threw out here, Essie, we're going to talk about them and debunk her lies every time. Kenyatta Marie, you're absolutely right. This is the most disturbing case I've ever heard of in all my life. Charlotte's Web says, I believe Roxy just wants to be relevant. She's lying again and wants attention. That's possible. Bernice, I see you, my love. Happy Sunday. Absolutely, sis. Rashina said, Mocha, you know how we do. I need to see it in black and white. I need to see it. And that's how we do, sis. Hey, Miss Tracy, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday to you. My girl, Tracy Hicks. Hey, boo. Happy Sunday, Dorothy Jenkins. Welcome, my love. Beautiful soul. Happy Sunday, baby. Tony says, Detroit, we have a serious problem. How the hell do y'all think those children will be safe in the Harris house again? They're playing with those children's safety. Absolutely, they are. Those children are at risk once again if this shit is truly true. Cornell says, I can't believe CPS is going to re-traumatize those kids by giving them back to that monster. Cornell, if that turns out to be true, it's time for Detroit to have a makeover. Because if that's the case, right, this is what we have to look at. If that's the case, can you imagine? And this is a conversation for another day, and we will definitely bring it another day. But if the chatter is about CPS returning those children, can you all imagine what the outcome will be at sentencing? Think about it. Think about it. Spicy says, so it's the Detroit system saying it's okay for kids to be SA'd, come up missing, thrown into the River Rouge. That's what it's given. Spicy, they don't care. They don't care. My girl Samantha says it's all about money. It's all about money. Leanne says Detroit CPS is definitely failing children in that city. Too many stories coming out of there. Absolutely. So, see, when we, as decent people, hear that a child and testified in court about abuse, the average person would normally assume that means protection. You and I, because we're normal, we would think, okay, let's look at it this way. If a child said this in open court, then surely, just surely, the system is going to move carefully. Surely, the system is going to tiptoe. That's what we would assume. Surely somebody's going to say these children need safety, supervision, protection, distance from these monsters. Something is what we would expect. So when people like Roxy comes along and say shit like this, Roxy has been a thorn in the side of this entire case since it started. I'm aware of that. She's done these children no justice. And when to come out here and say that these children may have been placed right back into the same kind of environment that raised all these questions to begin with, that's when we start doing what we do. Because let me tell you something. Roxy's raising money. Go fund me this. Go fund me that. I'm starting an organization, a nonprofit for this, a nonprofit for that. I'm selling t-shirts, cups, hoodies, zippers, flip-flops, fans. I'm doing all of this. And if you're generating sideline income, and that's your purpose, why don't you take, because you haven't done a damn thing yet, where any of what you raise represents NaZiyah in one way or another. So if you want to do anything, instead of out here putting all of this shit out here, why don't you be more willing to take that money that you generated and get you some legal standing somewhere and change some laws. Because my thing is, how do you come out here parading and talking about CPS and return those children back to Shannon? That's not a public outcry. Because before revealing that, I'd have went the legal route and found somebody to help me fix this, if that's the case. You know, if my heart is really into it, and that's my mission and that's my goal, because I'm family. That's what y'all say. Glad I see you, my love. Welcome, boo. Y'all family, y'all say. Y'all mad at us because we're talking. But look at what y'all doing. Absolutely nothing. If NaZiyah meant everything to y'all that y'all want the world to believe, and not just NaZiyah, all these little children that got harmed in that home, if y'all want the world to believe that they meant anything to y'all, y'all would be sleeping at night at that new wing that's being designed at the White House. Y'all would make America great again. But that's not your goal. And it's showing. It's showing. This is exactly why people don't trust nothing y'all say, and people don't trust the system. The system showed us who they are. And y'all have come out here and showed us who y'all are as well. Because when everyday people like me and you have heard that child sit there and testify about the abuse, we ain't talking about paperwork, technicalities. We ain't talking about that. She said something happened to me. And we're out here advocating for child protection. But y'all sitting up here and y'all overlooking policy manuals and procedures because y'all just want to be heard. As it said, CPS is full of it, and they are. They definitely are. They definitely are. Cornell said, it's your birthday today, Mocha. No, boo, it's Tuesday, but happy birthday to you, Cornell. Happy birthday, my love. Yours is today, and I'm definitely on Tuesday. Kenyatta Marie said she'll torture that baby for telling the truth. And that's the part, Kenyatta Marie says, that's the part that don't make sense. How the hell would they give that child back to this monster, knowing what they're capable of? Lady D says, if they can strip Annette adoptive license and she could no longer be a foster mom, Shannon should no longer be a mom. Her nor Marquita. Lady D, you're absolutely right, beautiful. You're absolutely right. See, those three don't ever, they should never be given an opportunity in life to be around no kid. No kid. You know how they say no to drugs? Now is the time to say no to Annette, no to Shannon, and no to Marquita. We gonna say no. No Marquita. No Shannon. No to Annette. Marty says no, because I know it sounds unfair. But in all honesty, most of the social workers fresh out of university, they have not yet lived life. I'm just saying. And listen, the way they're operating, they're around here feeling like a textbook is supposed to raise children. Tell them how to deal with children. There is no way. No way. Kenyatta Howard said, if I was them kids, I wouldn't want to go back. I don't give two fucks if Shannon is my mother. Kenyatta Howard, that part. Because in situations like that, these kids should have all the rights in the world. These kids should be able to have a say as to where they want to go and where they don't want to go. Especially if they've endured such harsh treatment. It's a shame that the system continue over and over and over to neglect these children. It's a shame. Because what you and I, we're not sitting around trying to break down what they got going on. What we're doing, we're listening with their moral compass. And all their moral compass right now is saying is, how do you hear something that serious and then make a decision that looks from the outside like a business deal? Happy Sunday, each and every one of you. If you don't mind, can you please hit that like button for your girl? Share out the live stream. Grab a membership. Support the channel in any way that you can. It would be greatly appreciated. Whatever you do, don't forget to engage with the emojis to the right. Because it starts to feel like children. This is a damn shame, because it's almost like children have to do the impossible just to be believed, just to be heard. And then once they do speak, they still have to pray that the adults that's in charge of this shit value their pain enough to act on it. And from what we're seeing, these children's feelings, what they've been through, is not being valued. And Nola Bells and Bo's cousins and friends, this is what leaves us feeling betrayed. Not confused, but betrayed. Because in Moca's opinion, if a child's voice can make it all the way to a damn courtroom, if those words can be spoken in front of a whole bunch of strangers, and the end result still leaves those children in harm's way, why put them through that shit in the first place? What type of lesson are you teaching these young children? Are you telling them that speaking up is not enough? And that right there is one of the most dangerous messages anybody could ever send to a damn child. And that's why people lose faith in the system. That's why all these victims have lost faith in the system. Families lose faith in the system. That's how children come up missing. Because you see, when faith in the system is gone, people like you and me start believing that we're on our own and we got to handle things our way. And that's why conversations like this matter. And I love having them. And that's why people on YouTube is talking. That's why chat gets emotional at times. And that's why we've been saying over and over and over again, something just ain't right. Because even when we don't have every piece of paper in front of us, we're human. We're parents. We're parents. We know when something ain't right. It's a shame. It's a shame. Chad, let me ask you this. When a child goes to court, having to sit in front of strangers to tell their side, what do y'all think should be the outcome? Simone says, no, they failed these children just for the money. Then when shit happens, they brush it under the rug, hoping and praying Moca don't see their bullshit and call them out. Simone, we do our best over here, baby. And one thing I know, that post that was made, which made us come out here and talk about it, I call it bullshit. We know they do what they do for clout. We know that they do what they do to be seen and heard. And like I saw my good sister in the chat say, she's doing it for a YouTube chat. And it's a shame because they talk about the content creators that do what they do. See, when you're not out here posting every day and doing live streams every day, the money ain't your concern nor your number one priority. Being out here every day and lying on these children for $1, man, that's scary. That's scary. And your little cousin, Shell Baby, thank you for supporting the channel, my love. She said, let's help our girl reach our goal. She never asks us for much at all. Thank you, my love, for all that you do. Thank you so very much, Shell Baby. Look at my sister to heal her up in here. Happy early birthday, Mocha. Thank you, sister. And happy Sunday to you. Absolutely, Kim. Roxy even came out here saying Shannon had immunity. Anybody ever seen documents? Nope. Nope. But thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the conversation, Roxy Rocks. Good question, Samantha. Samantha said, my question is, why aren't they in prison? We all want to know why they ain't in prison. Kim Brown, thank you so very much for supporting the channel, my love. It's greatly appreciated. Cornell said they said Annette can't have no contact with the kids at all, which is good. Cornell said, Cornell ain't shit, which is good because this hoe needs to be in solution for the rest of her life. In isolation. That's where she needs to be, Cornell. I think that's what you meant. That's where she needs to be. But you know, Cornell, what gets me is the wordings. Absolutely, sis. Debo would know. He definitely would. Cornell, you know what gets me? The wording in the stipulations for Jarvis in that plea deal to have no contact with the net. Make that make sense, but we're going to talk about it. That's a conversation for another day, but we will touch on it. That's a conversation for another day, and we will definitely want. Oh, my girl, Wendy, thank you, my love. Thank you so very much for supporting the channel, beautiful. Erica Red, thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much. Boo Banger says Detroit CPS, the teachers, the aunts, they all failed NaZiyah. And the rest of them innocent babies. It's so damn sad, it breaks my heart. Boo Banger. These children have been failed repeatedly. Repeatedly. And you know what's sad? These children are going to grow up. One day, they will grow up with the fear of trust. Because if you can't trust your own damn mama, you can't trust your own damn grandmother, who the hell can you trust? These heifers don't realize that they have scored these children for life. My sister Charlotte's web said facts, because Debo said this hoe ain't never getting these kids back. As she should not. Marquita is no better than Shannon. Bottom of the barrel. Because if she gave half of a care about her children, we wouldn't be where we are today. So I do believe birds of a feather. I've always believed in that. And this mama-daughter trio has proven to America that birds of a feather do lay together. And it's a shame. And the children had to pay the ultimate price. They had to pay the ultimate price. Erica Red said, I believe Roxy is trolling. I can't believe they would give those children back. It's more, she doing some hell of a fire trolling. Tony said, well, Mocha, I pray that Debo keeps his daughter away from those people. I pray he does too. Marty said, Roxy broke again. Marty. And Marty, that's a possibility. Because every time them funds run low, Marty, here comes another episode. Spicy said, is it true that Shannon and the kids aren't allowed to be around Annette? Does that mean Annette is next in line to be arrested? I hope so. I don't know, Spicy. Shannon and the kids aren't allowed to be around Annette. Spicy, we got to look at this from a different angle, because Spicy, kids shouldn't even be around Shannon, letting on Shannon and Annette. Because my thing is, and this is what we got to look at. You see, that's why I tell you we got to consider the source. Because if CPS gives Shannon back her kids, then guess what? That also means CPS then gave Annette back hers too, right? I mean, think about it. So now they got a house full of kids that was given to them by CPS. Come on, make this make sense. Tony said Kim Worthless needs to be investigated by the FBI and removed out of her office immediately, expeditiously. The entire Detroit is in danger with her in office. Well, if shit is going the way it's going, children being failed, children coming up missing each and every day, that's a red flag. These children, y'all, are not just coming up missing in Detroit for no reason whatsoever. These children are wanted children. In my opinion, there's a purpose. There's a mission for these children. All these little girls that's coming up missing in Michigan. And the sad part is, in Detroit, so to speak, the sad part of it is they're all in the same age bracket. There we have it. Samantha says, Moca says there is no official public confirmation that Shannon Harris has regained custody of her children as of March 2026. We called it cap. Cap. So she's doing what she do best, Sam. She's trolling. She's trolling. Kamisha says, after the program, I watched on Oakland County in Michigan going back to the 70s with the pedos. How? Because back then, it's possible. I mean, schools, police, my God, it was sad, girl. Kamisha. It's like everybody who was supposed to be somebody was a part of this. I mean, even if you look at the episode that's called Pedo Island out there, everybody that was supposed to be somebody. This is insane. Sharon Wiley, I see you, my love. She said, Roxy trying to make a Facebook check. Yeah. Strong survive. I agree with you totally. Totally. They could save those kids. Just like they had time to save NaZiyah. Very alarming. But the thing is, what's normal to them? Kitty, I see you, boo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's normal to them ain't normal to us. It's really not. Because now on CPS, I have questions. I have questions. Because one thing that the public is realizing more and more and more is that there's a difference between a system that protects children and a system that simply manages cases. Because that's what Detroit seems to be doing. And they're not even managing the cases very well. Because you're leaving these children very vulnerable. And we have to understand that just because a case is being handled, it don't damn mean a child is being protected. We've seen that with NaZiyah. We could take a look in our own neighborhoods and see that. A lot of these systems, they know how to process pain without ever truly resolving it. I want y'all to let that sink in. They know how to process pain without resolving it. You get a CPS work on a case. Let me tell you what they do. They document, they schedule, they assign, they review, they delay, they redirect. The motherfuckers knows how to move pain from desk to desk, court to court. But do they know how to stop it? That's the real question. And that's happening all over this country. Because a child, the real child, human child, children don't need to be processed. Not in the world I live in. Children needs to be protected. Children don't need to become another folder in your file cabinet. Another hearing on a damn docket being ostracized, ridiculed in a courtroom full of strangers. They don't need to be another name on a goddamn computer system that people just look at and log out of. This is why we are so outraged. People are tired. People are tired of being sick and tired of seeing children losing their names and only being case numbers. I understand the system have procedures, don't get me wrong. I understand the courts are supposed to have standards. Don't get me wrong on that either. I know y'all got boxes to check and I's to dot and T's to cross. But at what point does fucking common sense come in? At what point does human discernment kick the fuck in? And at what point does somebody in that chain of command said, I hear what the paperwork says. I'm reading it loud and clear. But I also heard what this damn child said, and I refuse to act like that don't mean nothing. When will that change? Because from the outside looking in, and that's just my opinion, it looks like the system is built to protect the system from liability more than they're built to protect children from danger. That's what I see. And once I see shit the way that I see it, there's no trust in the system. Because the real priority is not safety. The real priority of the system is closure. Just like they did Jarvis Butts with this trial. Closure. Close the damn file. Close the review. Close the placement issue, the hearing, the case. Close all that shit. But what they don't understand is children don't live in case closures. Children live in a real world. They have to wake up in these same homes with these monsters, go to sleep in these environments. These children have to carry these memories all their lives. They have to sit with the fear, the confusion, the chaos, crying in silence. But nobody cared. So when we, decent human beings, hear a rumor like the one Roxy just put out, all we can do is react to the possibility that the system once again valued procedure over protection. Queen of Kings, welcome, my love. Welcome. Because no matter how dressed up the language is, nobody wants to believe children can tell the truth and still end up back inside the same damn cycle that harmed them. And honestly, that's the part that nobody should stomach. That's the part nobody should ever want to stomach. Because if that is truly the case and these children end up going back, we're going to be back here again with another story. Another runaway label. We got to call it for what it is. Rashina says, I don't believe those kids are ever going back. They took Stiff Wig's license to have children in her home. Shannon ain't got no crib. Took her license. She should have never had none. Sis said Roxy's donuts for destruction. For all the money that she collected for our baby girl, she's doing it. Roxy is looking for attention. Marty said, so what them two children went through had to endure, revealing their humiliation on that stand, was for what? Somebody tell me, because I can't make no sense of it. Plea deals, alleged immunity. So why are they wasting taxpayers' dollars? Absolutely, Marty. Absolutely. Because my thing is, birds of a feather flock together, and that's even in the courthouse. That's even in the courthouse. And we're going to realize that. We're going to realize that on Thursday. You're going to see it plain as day when Jarvis goes to court. Kim says, Kim Worthless, when is the other going to be arrested? Kim Worthless, you said there was going to be more arrests. But when? But then, Kim, we have to understand. She claimed in the beginning there was going to be more arrests. But Kim, look what she came out here and said right after. We got our man. We got our man. We're not slow over here. And when she came out here and quickly said, we got our man, that led us to believe Jarvis was the easier target. Absolutely. My girl Marty says, mistrial, mistrial, mistrial. Because didn't that NFL player get that with some shady outside goings on allegedly? Shut your mouth, Marty, and keep on talking. Absolutely, Strong survive. Why couldn't they take those funds and open an organization or pass a bill in NaZiyah's name? Why? Why? And they wonder why we react the way we do. They out here saying, oh, they're doing too much. But I don't agree with that. Because the reasons we all react in the way that we do with these stories involving children is because these stories hit a nerve that runs deeper than gossip, in my opinion. This is the kind of issue that forces people to ask, who is really standing between the vulnerable children and these dangerous environments? Too many people have seen this movie before, unfolding in real time. It's just different names, different cities, different courtrooms, and different headlines, but the same awful feeling. A child was harmed, a child went missing, warning signs were missed. These grown-ass people failed these children, and later everybody acts shocked at how it got so bad when it did. You could have stopped it a long time ago, but you chose to see something do nothing. And people are tired of that same old dry-ass movie script. We're tired of hearing about red flags after the fact. And I'm damn sure tired of hearing what somebody didn't know, Shannon. I'm tired of hearing people like Annette. Oh, I don't see him in the courtroom. Bitch, you saw him. I'm tired of hearing what couldn't be substantiated enough, district attorneys. And I'm tired of hearing how difficult these cases are, while children are the ones carrying the lifelong consequences, CPS. That's why this chat gets heated. Bernice, thank you so much for supporting the channel, my love. That's why this chat gets heated, because this is not just about one child. This is not just about one family. This is about the entire city, Kim Worthless. This taps into a larger exhaustion that we feel when it comes to how y'all are handling these vulnerable children. Y'all don't want to talk about what happened in the neighborhood, the school. Most importantly, y'all don't even want to mention what happened in that family. And if that's not good enough, y'all don't even want to talk about what happened to the cousin, the niece, the neighbor, classmate. Y'all don't want to talk about all those children. Y'all don't want to talk about all those children that were violated, hurt, and harmed under the watchful eye of Annette, Shannon, Marquita, and all the nasty sons she had in that house along with our brother. Y'all don't want to talk about that. But then when that child spoke up, when all those other children speak up, now how they feel and what they experience wasn't important. Y'all got to stop this shit. Y'all really got to stop. And Roxy, I'm here to tell you, you're doing too damn much. Where's the respect? Where's the respect for NaZiyah, Roxy? You got to stop. Where's the love and the respect for Janiyah and what she's been through? You got to stop. You said you're a mother. That's what you said. But where's your motherly instincts? I'll wait. Because you see, when we don't raise our own children, when we don't have a bond with our own children, we don't have interactions with our children. See, bitch, because telephone conversations don't qualify. If you don't feel nothing for a child, it's easy for you to come out here and say what you say and do what you do. But we're built different. We're built different. Over here, children matter. Over here, children have voices. Rather they're available to speak it or not, we are their voice. And I hope y'all don't ever believe that plea deal. I'm piggybacking off of what Kitty said. I hope y'all don't ever believe that plea deal is justice. Because how many other little children were lined up? How many other little girls were listed as victims and won't get a chance to tell the story? So once again, district attorney, prosecuting office, once again, you're playing in the people's face. Because I just uncovered 3 things in less than 30 seconds. Plea deal, offered, accepted. Other victims won't have a voice. The system is broken because you're hiding. Sakina, welcome, my love. You're hiding something. You're covering up something. And this will be a conversation for another day because I want to know about the victim impact. Who's going to stand in front of that judge and offer a victim impact statement on NaZiyah's behalf? I want to know. Because, baby, I got a lot to say about that. I've got a lot to say about that. And the reason why I say I got a lot to say about that, chat, is because nobody qualifies. Nobody qualifies. So why? Tony says, Mocha, I hope she's lying about this. because that means she needs to stop bullshitting and go to the courthouse and get those children, because she knows what the outcome will be for them kids. Absolutely, Tony. Chanel, welcome, my love. But why would you do that with children's? Why would you do that with children? Shell Baby said, isn't her older daughter old enough to tell the court she don't want to go back to her mother? If she does not, hell yeah, she old enough. And the courts needs to start honoring these children and their feelings. Lebec, I see you, boo. Happy Sunday. Sharon Raleigh said, this is the most damn attention Roxy got her entire life. And it shows. That's a good one. It shows. Absolutely, Bubanga. Justice for NaZiyah. Justice for all these kids. Look at my sister Charlotte's Web. Look at my sister. Sis says, Tony King, I agree. Hey, Linda, welcome, baby. Happy Sunday to you. Charlotte's Web said, Tony, I agree. She ain't taking those children. Hell, she don't take care of her own children. See right there? That's a shut the front door moment. That's a shut the front door moment. Take care, Spicy. God bless. Have a good evening, baby. You're doing all of this. And that's why you're being so damn reckless, because you have no motherly instincts. Being a mother to your own would have made you very careful as to how you would come out here and be reckless with these other children's mental. But you're reckless, ma'am. You're reckless, ma'am. Look at my sister, Charlotte's Web. Thank you so very much for the birthday cash app, sis. Mwah. Love you, boo. Kim Brown says, if they had 40 years of complaint with CPS, how can they return those kids to them? Kim. It's a mess. It's a mess. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. My sister said it best. I don't know why they think they can play on our tops with this bullshit narrative that they're putting out. Baby, sis, all you know is we was going to call it out, right? We had to address it, but when you know better, you do better. I don't run with narratives. I refuse to do that. That's not my MO. But I will talk about it. These children deserve so much better. Natasha said they should put stiff wig and the Teletubbies on the SA registry. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Levette says, I don't believe that bullshit one bit, Mocha. Think about why the kids was removed from the house in the beginning. Nothing changed. Thank you, Sakina. Thank you, girl. We both been MIA. I've been having some things going on this end, but it feels good to be back. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be more active, but baby, life been lifing. Cornell says, nah. A lot of social workers I worked with were cold-hearted and would laugh at parents for losing their children. They fired me because I was trying to help people. See, that's the sad part. It's like the system is so messed up, Cornell. It's like they have a little a little circle. You do this, I do that. You do this, I just said, thank you, boo. You do this. If you don't do it this way, we got a problem. What? Bubanga said they don't know how to deal with children. They're all about collecting money. Kamisha said, so does that mean Shannon got back the 2 kids that's not hers in the beginning? Hey, Kamisha, I see you, Plaid. I see you, boo. I see you, my love. All up in the chat, I see you. Kamisha said, so does that mean Shannon got back them 2 kids that's not hers in the beginning? Because they need to investigate her fluffy ass. Got hold of 2 kids that ain't hers. Kamisha. 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 Not fluffy. Not fluffy, Kamisha. Kamisha. That's been an ongoing situation there. Because we want to know why they never did nothing about those 2 kids that don't register to be hers. We heard nothing more on that. That goes to show you. That goes to show you what we're dealing with. Marty said there's no glory in protecting innocent voiceless children. No fist bumps, no slaps on the backs. They only do all that when it's when it's rugs and power raids. Just look at Epstein files. Marty, I'm with you, boo. Big Mama says things could change if everybody do their part and write the judge and the attorneys. And you know that could, in the real world, I do believe that could make a change. Thank you so very much for supporting the channel, Linda. Thank you, baby. I do believe that could make a change. But in the city of Detroit, from what we know, this shit has been ongoing for quite some time. Quite some time. And it's like they've gotten comfortable. It's a norm. How can we believe anything Roxy said? You know? And I take that all the way back to when Roxy and Shannon was in, hey, CM, welcome, boo. When Shannon and Roxy was in that kitchen. I take it all the way back there. Roxy never came out here and revealed a damn thing that was shoo-shooed in that kitchen between her and Shannon. CM said, so Moca, shouldn't the family member that cares so much about these kids be fighting right now for the children not to go back to these monsters? Shouldn't we be hearing public from them publicly? CM, shut your mouth and keep on talking. That part. My little cousins, CM. My little cousins. Now your little cousins are back in jeopardy. They're back facing more dangers. And all y'all could do is go from platform to platform and putting out stories. Not honoring these kids. Shit. The nerves. The nerves. The nerves. And to have these other 2 children hanging over her head that the world knows don't belong to her. And they think nothing of it, like this shit is normal. This shit ain't normal, y'all. It ain't normal. Nobody wants to be held accountable. Because the way abuse happens and the way it's been exposed and happened with these monsters over here, we know that this shit was not isolated. When children are harmed, there's usually a chain of monsters surrounding that situation. They work in packs. We got the group that commits the abuse. We got the group that ignores the abuse. We got the group that hears some shit, sees some shit, but yet decide to stay silent. Them cousins. Then we got some adults that see behavior and they know that shit don't sit right in their spirit, but they choose to look the other way. Because if they say something to the matriarch, if they would have said something to Auntie Annette, if they would have said something to Cousin Shug, oh, they would have had a conflict. We couldn't party together anymore. When all of that shit adds up, these children are the ones who pay the price. That's why we keep asking the kinds of questions that we do. Because you see, when a child's story reaches the level of having to be sitting their little asses in court, then you're looking at the adults. Which one of y'all hoes knew something and didn't say something? Which one of y'all should have stepped in a little sooner? Which one of y'all had the power to change the situation and didn't? And how many of y'all failed to do anything? I just want you, I know y'all gonna hear it, but I want you all to know that the questions that Moca's asking tonight, they don't come from hatred. They come from basic motherly instincts that people like me, people like the Nola Bells and Bowles have to protect children. See, when you hear that a child spoke up, we bypass that child and go straight to the damn environment that allowed it to happen. And any adult that failed to recognize danger or failed to act when danger appears, those consequences eventually take a hold of these children in ways that last a lifetime. That's why we, Nola Bells and Bows, that's why we don't just want accountability from one person. We want accountability from every damn adult who had the ability to protect these children and didn't. And that's what we're talking about. It's about the larger question of what responsible adults should have, could have, and would have done. Protecting children requires more than y'all sitting up y'all ass out here on social media trying to react after the fact. Not turning a blind eye. Y'all should be tired. Y'all should be tired of that family. Should be tired of turning blind eyes. By now, they all should be blind. They all should be blind. NaZiyah mattered. All these children matter. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the damn day, if what was said about these children being returned, if that was true, my God to thee, these children are all in trouble. Not one of them, all of them are in trouble. And in Moca's opinion, no matter what rumors ever circulate, no matter what decision the system make, and no matter how complicated these situations continue to be over and over and over, there is but one truth that remains in all of this. And that is all these children's lives has been forever changed. NaZiyah's story especially. It deserves to be remembered for exactly what it represents. It's easy. It's easy for us to have these conversations. But we got to realize that at the center of each conversation, there's a child whose life was impacted by the decisions of these raggedy ass adults around them. Children don't choose the homes that they're born into. They don't choose their environments that they grow up in, and they damn sure don't choose the adults who surround them. These poor children inherit these circumstances, which means the responsibility for their safety always falls entirely on the adults in their little worlds. And it's sad that these people sat there and thought Jarvis was more important than these little girls. They sat there, Jarvis was a priority, Jarvis was a king, Jarvis was the prize. And these little children were nothing. And that's how they rocked that out. Kim says this family has a lot in common. The mothers in this family don't have their own kids. Baby, generational, Kim. Generational. Kenyatta says, Moca, if I made arrangements to get them kids and house them, I would turn my living room into a bedroom full of bunk beds. Every child would have their own bed to sleep in. Absolutely, absolutely, sis. That's what a responsible adult would do. But we're not them. Wanda said, so I know everything goes back the same way it was. They just find another sperm donor. Girl. Carla Henry said, didn't Roxy have kids she didn't raise? Absolutely. 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 When it comes to these children, you have to make a way out of no way. You have to. Wanda said, Moca, you see all them bodies they found buried in the backyard of the men by that school, and pregnant women and kids too? No, girl, I ain't see that. I haven't been online in a little bit. Ooh, Wanda. Ooh. Good night, Bubanga. Ooh, Wanda. Girl, shit goes on all over the place. But guys, we're going to end it here. I'm going to be back tomorrow, most definitely. We got to have these conversations that's going to lead up to the court date. Guys, if you have not yet hit that like button, please hit the like button for your girl. But I want to tell you all, I thank each and every one of you all for sitting with me on the porch on this good old Sunday evening. Thank each and every one of you all for wishing Moca an early birthday. Thank you all for supporting the channel, whether it was super chat, super stickers, cash apps, liking the stream, sharing it out, getting the membership, baby. None of that went unnoticed. I love you all to the end. These conversations here aren't always easy, but they matter. And if you believe in protecting children and speaking truth, I want you to hear me. If you believe in protecting children and speaking truth, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Bushwatchers, and come on back. Absolutely, Platt. I'm looking at you, boo. Thank you so very much for the happy birthday, Wendy. Platt said, Mocha, can I ask the chat something? You sure? Platt, I'm going to drop the link, sis. I'm going to drop the link, my sister. My sister want to ask the question. There you go, mama. Wanda says, good night, family. Happy early birthday, Mocha. Love you, girl. You know I love you too. And y'all know over here is always purpose over popularity. I love you all. Y'all know that. Over here, we're family. Nobody could change that. Nobody could change that. Because we are voices for these children. These children need us more than we ever know. Because we realize the children can't choose their families. But the families that's come to love them, the family that's come to know them, we're going to stand in a gap for these children. We may not be able to save them all, but we will do our part in saving them one at a time. One at a time. Because these children matter. They truly matter. And we won't overlook any of them. We stand tall. Look, my sister. Oh, Lord. Platt, come up the other way, boo. Platt, come up the other way because that authentication thing with that one there is not letting you up, mama. I appreciate you all. I really, really do. Platt having a little difficulty coming up. But she's coming. She just got to change whatever thing that she's using. But you all, oh, Boo Banger, she coming. She coming. I see her now. Let's see what my sister got. Pull up. My girl Wanda up in here. Hey, Wanda.
Hi, Mocha.
How are you, my love?
Fine. It's Mocha. Hi.
Hi. How's the baby?
Say hi, Willow. She's fine. She's fine.
Good. Yeah, what's going on, girl?
Mocha, you gotta look up them bodies they found in there.
Where, Wanda? When did they find bodies? See, I haven't been on.
Yesterday they
In
found 30
Detroit?
bodies. Michigan somewhere.
Oh, girl, I'm going to look that up.
They got 30 bodies. They got pregnant women. They had a bathtub with chains in the basement and everything.
Oh, geez. Thank you for that information, Wanda. I'm definitely going to look it up, sister. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we gotta see that one.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to look that one up. I'm going to definitely look that one up. I'm definitely going to look that. I'm waiting for Platt to come up so I can log off, girl.
Time doing
Yeah,
this one.
yeah. Oh, that might be her there. Hold on. Let me see if my girl is up. That's my girl. Hey, sis.
Hey, boo.
What's going on, girlfriend?
Not much. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Platt.
Who's that?
Hit the stage, y'all.
Who's that up here? Hey.
That's Wanda.
Hey, Wanda.
Hey, Platt.
Girl, how you doing? Girl, I've been sitting up here trying to block your ass and all kind of shit. I ain't want you to see me in the damn chat because I was just gonna tell people that I was gonna have something, a little something for your birthday on Tuesday, but I
Oh
wanted you
shit.
to think I forgot. But anyway, um, if you had a live planned, I'm sorry. I'm having something for your birthday.
Surprise! You didn't. You tried to block me, huh? So what? You doing something on your channel?
Yeah,
Okay. What time?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock be on time though, because I got something planned.
Okay, that's fine, Platt. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go live a little earlier because I'm gonna be out
Okay.
and about. I'm gonna go live a little earlier.
Yeah, because I ain't wanna interrupt your live,
No,
but
you're gonna
I
be
know you're
good.
going at 8:30, but I know it's your birthday and we gotta celebrate it.
Absolutely, we do it every year.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, but I will definitely be there.
You best.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sister. So,
Girl, about to be on it.
guys, make sure you subscribe to Platt because on Tuesday night we're going over to Platt's after my live.
And I need 17 more subscribers.
All
Y-
right.
Y'all
Okay.
help Platt. Y'all, if y'all could help Platt get 17 subscribers so she could go live. Well, she's already go live. But 17 subscribers will help my sister get monetized, y'all. If we got
Okay.
17 willing hearts in here, y'all please go subscribe to Platt.
And Rock needs only 3 more. I did all
Okay.
I could.
I'm
That's
gonna
Platt,
it.
do it.
Platt, when you come back in a no, I don't see nobody. Platt, when you come back in the chat, look, everybody looking for your channel. Drop your link in the chat, boo.
Okay. Thank
Yeah, they
you.
come. You're welcome, sis.
Mocha, I
Love
ain't
you,
do
boo.
that for you to help me get subscribed or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, I really had something planned for you.
That's okay. We got you. We got you. They're looking
All
for
right.
your link
Thank
in the
you.
chat, mama. Love you
Thank
so
you.
much, Platt.
I
Okay.
love you more.
But yeah, guys, well, Platt and I every year we do that, everybody get a birthday from the sector that I come from. We were all family, everybody's family over there, and we celebrate one another's birthday. Last year, I had such a beautiful birthday last year on this channel. My birthday was so beautiful last year. YouTube snatched my video. It was beautiful. So I can't do that again this year. But nonetheless, we will have a celebration. We definitely will. Because I pour my heart out into the stories for these children. I really do. Because if you don't have compassion within yourself, you can't have compassion for these children. That you really can't. You really can't. And and that's the way I look at that. And the life that I live every day, caring for my family members, my mom, my dad, the way that I do, um, it's automatic for me. It's automatic for me, you know? And I wish everybody would have the same feeling when it comes to loving, supporting, and just being there. Humanity, humankind, and where did we lose that? Where did that go? And especially for these children, where did it go? Because these children deserve to be heard. These children deserve a voice. And if we don't give it to them, who will? Who will? I see Platt just dropped her link in the chat, guys. There you go. I see she just dropped it. I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin her. Let's see if I could pin it. Yeah, try to pin it for those that wants to Go to her channel, support Platt. Because for those that don't know, Platt is who gives us entertainment on this channel. Platt is the one that gives us our soulful sounds. That's who gives us all of our music. So we're going to go and support Platt. And we're going to get her those 17 that she needs. Thank you all for subscribing. We thank you all. We love you all. We love you all. We appreciate that. So guys, we're going to get up out of here. We're going to get out of here. And on your way out, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do so for your girl. For those of you that's still hanging in the bushes, subscribe to the channel. Let's make those emojis sing on the way out here. And on the way out, baby, if we could drop some hearts, some Nola Bell signs and symbols in this chat for these babies, that would be greatly appreciated. Love you all. God bless you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, good night, good night.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. Team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Moca in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. No the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the chat gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. Down in the NOLA where the soul don't break. Moca built the lane where the real ones stay. Ain't no faking the funk, ain't no playing for clout. You bring that mess, we gon' sort that out. But this ain't about drama, it's about love. It's about healing, it's about trust. Every child, every voice, every name in the breeze. We gon' stand for the ones no one else gon' see. So we rise tall, we rise as one. Oh, no, no bellows, the work ain't done. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. One mic, one tribe, one mission in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide. Where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. We rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall.
Good night, everyone. God bless you, and I'll see you on tomorrow.